All right, guys, here's the deal. Coffee has been lying to you. It promises you energy, but it leaves you jittery, crashing, and wondering why you're staring at your ceiling at midnight. This is where Mudwater comes in. It's a coffee alternative. It's smooth, steady, and packed with all the good stuff. Cacao, chai, lion's mane, chaga, reishi, turmeric, and cinnamon. You want a metaphor? It's like coffee went on a yoga retreat and came back chill and ditched the caffeine chaos. I've been there. Groggy mornings, brain fog, 3 p.m. slumps. But Mudwater flipped the script. It gives you clean energy without the crash. Plus no sugar, no junk. Just clean, natural ingredients, guys, that work. Put a scoop in a cup, mix it around with some water, you're good to go. And here's the deal. My listeners get free shipping, a free rechargeable frother, and I'm going to help you save up to 43%. Head to Mudwater, MUDWTR.com. Use my code Chael, and you can say goodbye to caffeine jitters forever. Because life's too short for bad coffee decisions. And remember, if you don't change something this year, it's not a new year, it's just another year. I want you to have a new year and a better you. Go to Mudwater. Use my promo code. You're welcome. Should I be mad? Should I be mad at MVP? Most valuable promotions. Should I be mad at Jake and Logan Paul? Because I made a piece yesterday and I was one of the first to the market with it. Barstool Sports got it out there and social media had me, but boy, I was like that. I brought you guys a whole piece on Jake versus Logan. The poster dropped. Now, to rewind you, one other piece of evidence. Most valuable promotion, MVP Promotions, had put out a social media either the day or 2 days prior saying the big announcement for Jake Paul's next fight is coming. It's coming soon. So then all of a sudden they drop a poster yesterday. Now, part of the piece that I made was informing you guys that Jake, from every standpoint, from a legitimate fighter, but I was also talking about from a personality and an entertainer within the space of boxing, has always been very straight. Every time he does something, we think there's a swerve or we think it's a spoof. But he never has. Not once. And then I proceeded to make my piece about he and Logan, and they're going to box, and reassuring you all that this will be a real competition and real training and so on and so forth. And then it comes out, like a number of hours later, it comes out that the poster that was Jake versus Logan, their face, it's a fight poster, is for a reality TV show. And like, that is the world's biggest disappointment, but there is no reality show that is going to do meaningful numbers on the Paul brothers. Not for nothing. The Paul brothers took on Hollywood and they won. They went to the internet, they started producing and owning their own content. They won. There is not a linear station out there that is going to do bigger numbers on the Pauls. There's just not. So there was really no reason for me to guess it was a reality show. I can have these two together anytime I want. Okay. So, one thing about MVP, and let's just go back to Jake's last fight. I remember where I was. I remember where I was when I got this news because I was live with Patrick Bet-David. We were live recording when this broke, and Patrick Bet-David threw it up on the screen, and we stopped whatever we were talking about. It's like, Chael, give us a reaction. And I remember what I said. It was Jake and it was Mike Tyson. And I said, hey, be careful. Be careful. They're in this face-off. It's a fight poster. They drop a fight poster. But nowhere on the poster did it say fight. Nowhere did it say box. I don't believe it even said versus. It was Tyson and it was Jake. And I was letting Patrick Bet-David know, hey, hold on a second. We're going to have to get this confirmed. Like, this was live. This was happening right now. So he's asking me, what do you make of this? And I said, no, I don't imagine that Jake and Tyson are going to fight. But before you think they're swerving anybody or they're misleading anybody, It doesn't say anywhere on there that they're going to fight. It doesn't say anywhere on there they're going to box. Now, I bring that to you because it was the exact same poster, Jake and Logan. Nowhere on it does it say fight. Nowhere on it does it say box. But it was very clear a fight poster. And because they have never swerved us before, and because they had a history, even within their art department and graphics department, to put out a poster very similar that was light on the details, doesn't tell you where to buy a ticket, doesn't tell you where you can go or what distribution, doesn't say HBO or DAZN or Netflix on the bottom of it. They're not actually advertising anything. It's just this great graphic of them facing, and it is a fight poster. Because they had done that with Tyson and Jake, very much real, I was very comfortable in coming and telling you guys, hey, they're not going to put out a BS piece.
It actually says Max March 27th.
Max, as in like HBO Max?
Yeah.
So that was Ryan, and he's telling us he's looking at the poster right now. It says HBO Max on it. You got to understand, I'm going back to the poster that dropped on social media. It was a fight poster, and I came and assured you guys it was a fight poster. And frankly, I didn't feel great about it. Like the idea of two brothers who really do care for one another to go in and fight, it doesn't feel right. And that was my take, but now it comes out, they're not going to fight. HBO Max is putting out a reality show, apparently, on the Paul brothers, and I'm sure that will do. Well, I'll tell you how it'll do. It'll do terrible compared to the numbers they get right now. It will not touch the numbers that Impulsive gets on a regular basis. I mean, it's a very strange acquisition by linear television. And I'm not a hater on it. I'm sure I'll watch some pieces of it. But it's a little bit of a problem. It's a little bit of a problem because Jake Paul does have to operate in the confines of constantly being second-guessed and people believing that he's swerving, that he's entertaining, that he's going for clickbait. In Jake's defense, he has never done that in the fight game. Never. He has never manipulated the audience, ever. And I can't say that now. That was a fight poster. It was no different than Randy Couture and Fedor. It turns out they're trying to sell t-shirts. They put out a fight poster. From the world of advertising, that's bullshit.